If you've run the Directorist setup wizard, you already have an all listings page. It works right out of the box: search, filters, listings, all of it. In the last video, we designed a single listing page with Divi. This time, we're doing the page visitors actually land on first, the one that shows every listing. Open this page in the editor, and here's what you'll find. Everything you saw on the front end is coming from one shortcode. Sitting inside a plain Divi text module, that shortcode works fine. But Divi can't design it. That's what we're replacing today. Open the All Listings page and switch it to the Divi Builder. Delete the text module that's holding the shortcode. We're going to replace it with one module that does everything the shortcode did and a lot more. Click the plus icon, search for listing loop, and add it. As soon as it's in, your page already works again. The same search, the same listings, and the same pagination as before. The difference is that now every piece of it is a separate Divi module that you can select and style on its own. Open the layer panel and look at what's actually inside the listing loop. Directory type, the tabs for switching between directory types if you run more than one. Search, keyword, location, and category fields. Listing header, the bar with your result count, view switcher, and sort dropdown. Listing card template controls what each individual card looks like. Pagination, numbered pages, or infinite scroll. One thing worth knowing here, directory type isn't a module you place somewhere else on the page. It only exists inside the listing loop. The same applies to search, listing header, and pagination. If you ever go looking for them as standalone modules elsewhere, you won't find them. They're built to live right here. Two modules are the exception. All categories and all locations can go absolutely anywhere on any page. They don't depend on the listing loop at all. Select the listing loop itself and open its content tab. This is where you decide which directory types appear, what the default view is, grid, list, or map, how many listings appear per page, and whether you want numbered, pagination, or infinite scroll. If you're running a featured listing section elsewhere on your site, this is also where featured only and popular only live. Select listing header. In the content tab, you can turn off pieces you don't want. Maybe you don't need a map view, or perhaps you want to hide the sort dropdown entirely. Then use the design tab to match the typography and spacing to the rest of your site. Nothing here is different from styling any other Divi element. This is where most of your design time goes. Select listing card template and look at the layer panel underneath it. Title, rating, price, address, phone, whatever fields are already there, each one is its own module. A title module has no listing to read from unless it's inside a card, so Divi keeps it there. Click Add Element on the card and the list you get isn't fixed. It pulls directly from the directory type you're designing for, including any custom fields you've created. If you're running a restaurant directory, that might mean adding cuisine type or price range. Add whatever is relevant, then style it the same way as everything else. Content tab, Design tab, done. Save your changes and open the real page, not the builder preview. Test the search bar, switch directory types if you have more than one. Try the grid, list, and map views if you've enabled them. Click through the pagination. Everything should work exactly as it did before, except now it looks like your site, not a default template. That's your all listings page, fully designed, with no shortcodes and no custom CSS. Between this video and the single listing page from last time, you now have full control over the two pages your visitors use the most. If you have questions, drop them below. And if you haven't got the extension yet, the link is in the description.
Directorist, a revolution in directory solution.